right. All right. Good morning, everyone. Just getting started here. I'm wearing my Los Angeles Dodger t shirt. Shohei Otani just gave the 50-50 club, the only member on baseball's 50-50 club. 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases. Getting ready for the playoffs. Can't wait for the baseball playoffs. Always been a big baseball fan. Been a Dodger fan since I moved to Los Angeles. Saw many games of Fernando Valenzuela during Fernando Mania. I lived in Los Angeles during that era when we had Steve Garvey, Davey Lopes, Dusty Baker, Ron Say. We just had fun back then. We've always had a good team, but lately it's been like we make the playoffs and we get beat in the playoff, but it's all good. I still enjoy my Dodgers. I'm still rooting for them. I know people call the Dodgers chokers, but it's all good. I love my Dodgers. A big Tommy Lasorda fan. TextFat, hello, hey, hello, TextFat. Thanks for coming on live. Appreciate you, brother. Let's go Astros. Hey, actually, my sister and a lot of my family live in Houston, Texas. So, I have to root for a little bit of the Astros too, because I have been to Houston during my time when I was stationed in San Antonio, Texas. I was in San Antonio, Texas from 1995 to 2000. So I often visited my family in Houston, Texas. So, I have to root a little bit for the Astros because of my relatives. OB Adventures. Kuya, I made it. Hey, all right, OB. Hey, appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. It's still not 9:30, so but I always kind of get started early. It's kind of like the military. I mean, I'm always early for everything. We're taught in the military to always be early, just in case something happens. For like our appointments or anything like that. We always plan ahead, just because you don't want to be late for anything in the military. You're gonna get called out if you're late for anything. I don't think I was ever late for anything during my time in the Air Force. Always on time, more often early for everything. We have a saying in the military. We always say, hurry up and wait. We always hurry up, get there early, but we always end up waiting a long time for anything. That's just how they trained us in the military. Yes, exactly. If you're not there early, you're late. Right, OB. Yeah. You see, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one early. Hello, Discerning Dash, you're on again. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. The topic today, I came up with a little bit because I know sometimes I don't get any questions. I don't know if you've been watching our videos lately. It's been just raining here in our province of Aklan. We've had 8 straight days of rain. And I think it kept going. It just didn't rain yesterday during the day, but when I woke up this morning, the ground was wet again. It's just part of the deal here in the Philippines during rainy season. And it seems like this year, the weather's been kind of like extreme heat during the summer months, all the way to from January to June. We had a lot of extreme heat. And now we're getting, like, to me, I consider it extreme rain because usually July, August, maybe a little bit of September, we get some rain, but it's been just raining. We've been getting a lot of rain, but it's all good. At least it's green outside, and we still do our thing. We still go out. We still do things even there. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, Dazzle, Leanna, and I, we're going to take Chloe with us, and we're gonna head to Boracay. We're gonna spend the weekend in Boracay for this weekend because my good friend Mariah she's from Houston now, but we used to be stationed in Japan together back in the early 2000s, and she's here with her family. She's touring the Philippines with her family, and they'll be in Boracay. So I wanted to make sure I see her. And also Ron Navy. Ron Navy came to the Philippines. I know he's been to Bacolod. He was in Rojas City a couple of days, and now he's headed to Boracay. I think today he's headed to Boracay. So he'll beat us to Boracay, but we'll be there tomorrow. We'll be there tomorrow. Steve Johnston. Good morning from Wollongong, Australia. All right, Steve. All right. I'm getting more viewers from Australia. That's awesome. That's awesome because there's another person from Australia that always comes on our live stream, and really appreciate it, Steve. I was there in July for 2 weeks in Aklan. Thought I might see you around. Oh man, that's too. You should have told me, Steve, if you were here. If you were in Aklan. Next time, make sure you drop me a line. I'll type in my email here, so just in case you're headed here to Aklan Province, and that's with anybody that comes to Aklan Province or Boracay. We always try to make time. We always try to make time to our viewers and subscribers because I know it's important. It's like I know it means a lot of people when they get to meet Dazzle and I because people watch us and then see how we are like in real person. How we really are. Discerning Dash. Ginno, if raining is making it hard to run, walk, why not get a treadmill or go to a gym with one that's good at it's not a big deal for me because I work out inside the house. It's like I do my yoga. My yoga is always in the house anyway. I do push-ups. I got a little bit of weights there. I think you can see Dazzle bought me that red dumbbell right there. And then when it's raining outside, I do P90X. I have this. I have it on a USB and I play it on our TV. And it's P90X is like an exercise. It's a routine that you could do. And I sweat. I'll do about 30 to 45 minutes of P90X. And I'm sweating more than when I'm walking because it's actually warmer sometimes inside the house than it's outside because you have a nice breeze outside. But here in the house, it can get warm down here in our first floor here. Gym, the only thing in the gym wise, there's not a gym in our little town of Numancia. For a gym, I would have to go to a Calibo. I know there's a couple of gyms in Calibo, but I noticed a lot of the gyms in Calibo, not a lot of treadmill. A lot of it is like gym for lifting weights, and I wasn't really big on lifting weights. My friend Rick, when he was here in Calibo, he did go to a Royal Hotel, and they have a gym there with treadmills and elliptical. But I think you have to pay them each time you visit. I don't know. I'll have to check how much to use their treadmill or elliptical. As far as in our house, we just don't have space for a treadmill because our house is tiny. Our house is only like 430 square feet. So not a lot of room. I can't even imagine where I would put a treadmill in our first floor here. But I always make sure I work out. It's not a problem. It's like I have a daily routine. I've always been like a workout freak. It's like I don't feel right when I do it. I don't go through a day where I don't do a workout. So I'm always doing something. I have jump rope. In our yard, Dazzle and I will do jump rope, and then walking the dogs. I still have to walk the dogs. So. Manny C. I spent some time in San Antonio with the Army. I know where Fort Sam is, man. I was stationed at Brooks Air Force Base when Brooks Air Force Base was still open. I know it's no longer an Air Force base. They call it Brooks City now. They turned it over to the city of San Antonio, and there's still stuff on our old base. There's still I think they open like restaurants and a grocery. I love my time in San Antonio. I just love the river walk. It's like my 5 years there. Riverwalk was always the place where we had our going away parties and just fun. San Antonio was a lot of fun. Reminds me a lot of Auckland because San Antonio, they like fiestas. There's always stuff going on in San Antonio. It's a festive city. That's one thing I remember about San Antonio. I would love to take Dazzle there somewhere to San Antonio. It's like if we ever make it to the United States, hopefully in 4 years, when I start my Social Security, we'll have more money to travel. If I take her to the United States, definitely we'll go to San Antonio and of course Houston because I have relatives that live in Houston. All right, and then Steve, thanks, mate. Would be great to meet up. Appreciate it, Steve. Hey, appreciate it, man. Very kind of you to say that. Good morning. Watching from Kansas City, Missouri. All right. Let me see if I've ever been to Kansas City. I don't think I've ever been. That's one place I don't think I ever drove through or anything like from. But I do have a friend that lives there. My Air Force buddy Kurt. He lives there, and he's a big Chiefs fan. I always see his posts. He always posts about the Kansas City Chiefs. I have pretty much a friend like anywhere in the United States because the military, we came from all over the place, and now a lot of us, when they did, when we retire or we did that, a lot of people just did 4 years in the military. They go back to the state where they came from. So there's really not a place I could think of in the U.S. that I don't have a friend that lives there. Over the years, because I was in the military 20 years. And then, when I lived in the United States, I lived in the United States close to 30. So still have many friends in the United States. And that's one thing nice about Facebook, WhatsApp. It's like I'm always texting, I'm always messaging people. So it's nice. It's easier to keep in touch now with people. Oop. And then it says here, thank you for all the information regarding Tricare. Made my choices worth to live easier and not worried about. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I always get questions about Tricare. It just my personal opinion. Tricare is doable here in the Philippines. A lot of people, kind of say negative things about Tricare, how they make it hard for people to use it here in the Philippines. But I think you just got to work the system. You just have to know that if you live in a remote province, you're going to have a hard time using your Tricare insurance here. But if you live at like what I call like military hubs here, like where the U.S. bases used to be here, like in Angeles City, Subic, if you live close to Manila, you're going to have access to Tricare. And now in Iloilo City, that's my go-to hospital. It's Medical City Iloilo. It's really doable. It's not like it's hard. People that have a hard time using their insurance here, the Tricare military medical insurance here, are the ones that go remote provinces. Then you would have, a lot of times if you're staying in a remote province here, you're gonna not have access to Tricare, or you'll have very few options for Tricare. You at least want to be like me. I'm 4 hours away from Iloilo City. You at least need to be that close to a medical facility because we're all getting older. I'm 58 years old now. It's like it's part of life. It's like as we get older, it's just natural for us to start getting sick or needing to see hospitals more often. Tita Marie, greetings from Canada. All right, Tita Marie. I know a lot of people watch us from Canada. I have so many friends now that lives in Canada. MOBA Gaming. Good morning, Kuya. Watching from New York. All right. I know you're always online for the live stream too, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, my friend. Good morning, Ginno from Abu Dhabi, United Air. You too. I always see you too on my live streams, and appreciate you coming online. Magandang umaga, LB. All right, LB. Magandang umaga. Mayad nga agahon here in Aklanon is how they say magandang umaga here in Aklan. Konnichiwa. Hey, I know you too. I always see you. Even in the comics, I see you. Ohayo gozaimasu, Juno-san. Genki desu ka? All right. And I still know a little bit of Japanese. I was stationed in Misawa Air Base in Japan for 4 years. So I haven't been to Japan since I left there in November of 2003 when I retired from the military. But I enjoyed my Japan. It's like I've been wanting to go back, and I know people have been telling me that because the yen, the dollar is strong against the yen, that it's become cheaper. Because before, I always put in my head that when I was stationed in Japan, it was expensive in Japan. But people are telling me now, and that's no longer that expensive because when I was in Japan back in the early 2000, the yen exchange was like 90, 95. Now the exchange rate's like 160. So that's a big drop in Japan. Their money. The dollar has become really strong against the yen. So that's on my bucket list to make it back to Japan. It's actually easier for Dazzle and I to travel to Japan than to travel to the US because Japan is so close here. From Manila, it's only like a 4-hour flight. And Dazzle doesn't do well anyway on airplanes. It's like the longest flight that she's ridden is to Singapore. We went to Singapore in 4 hours, and Dazzle wasn't liking that long trip. So, I know we will make it to Japan. I know we will make it to Japan. Most people are a big fan of Chiefs here, but not me. I'm Filipina, so not really a fan of football. Oh, okay. Hey, I used to be a big fan of football, but now, it's like I haven't even seen an NFL game this year. That's how much, it's like because here the games come on early and I have to pay for it to watch. I have to sign up for something and pay. And maybe I'm just too frugal, but football is no longer that big a deal, to me. For some reason, basketball is easier to watch here. They show all the basketball games here. I guess because Filipinos are into basketball, I can always watch the games, NBA games, for free on Facebook. And also, I've noticed I've been able to watch the Dodgers on Facebook because people are live streaming the games. But football, they're really strict. I haven't seen a game that they don't black out in the NFL game on Facebook. So I just don't watch it anymore. There's Dazzle. She's awake. She's awake. Good morning. Good morning, babe. Good morning, babe. And then Chloe, they're going outside. The doggies are going outside. Tita Marie, we were there last April, stayed with my cousin in Roa City. Next time, hubby and I, oh, for sure, man. Roa City is not far from here. It's less than 2-hour drive for Dazzle and I. And we love going to Roa City because we don't have a mall here in Aklan province. I mean, we have like Gaisano Mall and we have City Mall, but they're like tiny, compared to like SM, City Rojas, and then Robinsons in Rojas. We don't even have a movie theater. So Rojas is like the closest movie theater to us and the bigger malls. So we love going to Rojas City. And now we went to the Canadian Beaver, Dazzle's friends with Kat, and Mike, so it's like, if you're ever back in Roa City again, let us know because we'll drive up there to meet you guys. It's Perla and I checking in from Duarte. Oh, Duarte. Hey. I remember you're always on my live stream too. Appreciate it, my friends. Tita Marie, you gave me your real agent's email, but she never responded into buying a house in the Klan area. Oh, okay. The thing with the real estate agents here in the Philippines, they're not really real estate agents to me, what I consider, because it's just different the way real estate works here in the Philippines. In the US, when they say they're a real estate agent, they're licensed, um, they're certified by whatever state they practice real estate. Here, it seems like everybody's a real estate agent. You know, it's kind of like anybody can just sell on commission. A lot of times they don't really know the ins and out of selling real estate here. They just want the commission. Very few real estate agents here, because I actually researched it at one time because somebody was asking me about it. You know, what's the story about real estate agent? To be a certified licensed real estate agent in the Philippines, you have to attend college for 4 years and take a real estate bachelor's degree in real estate, and then take a professional exam to be considered licensed or a professional real estate agent. I would say 90% of people selling houses here, selling land, whatever, they're not real estate agents. You know, that's what I've found out. So that's probably why the person I gave to you, I just saw her name here at Camellia Aklan, that she was uh, listed as a real estate agent, but they're not as aggressive, or they're not as like responsive to like your needs. Like if you're buying a house, difficult to find real estate here if you're interested in buying real estate here in a clan. It's not like in the US where you can even go on a bus benches, or there's commercials on TV. There's you won't have a hard time finding a license or a professional real estate agent here in the Philippines, especially here in our province of Aklan. I can't even tell you one single professional or licensed real estate agent. All of them are just working for a commission, you know. So that's the story. That's what I found out regarding real estate agents here. Not easy to buy a house here or land here in the Philippines. I always recommend to people anyway. um, I know a lot of people, they want to like do the online trying to contact before they get here. My recommendation for people anyway: rent first when you get here. Make sure you like the area, and if you're looking for a house, it's best that you are here. You know, you might be in trouble, like getting in trouble for like getting scammed by people when you do like online transactions. It's better once you're here before you start looking to buy land and all that. I've actually known a person that did an online transaction to buy land, and they got scammed. So, you know, it's like that's why I said it's better when you get here and start looking for land. Don't do it online. You know, you're talking to people online. Dangerous when you do that. Kuya, as a retiree in the Philippines, can you still apply for VA while living there? OB Adventures. Yes, you can. There's a VA clinic here in Manila. And you can file all your claim online for the VA. So when you file a claim in the VA while you're here in the Philippines, you will get your CNP exam closest place where you live. Like for me, I had a CNP exam in Iloilo City, Qualimed in Iloilo City when I filed the claim with the VA. So I know firsthand that you can, you know, no reason for you to think that you can't file. Because you know, everything's online now. You know, it's not like back in the day where you have to be in the U.S. Now they have contracts now with civilian hospitals here in the Philippines. They have doctors that work for the VA here in the Philippines. Ginno, AP Ryan, hey, what's up? What's up, AP? Hey, appreciate you coming on the line. There's Dazzle. Hey, babe, say hello. There's Dazzle. Hey, she just likes to listen in. You know, she doesn't really want to answer. You just woke up. All right. At least they know you're sitting by me, babe. You know. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I never pressure Dazzle with my live streams because she doesn't really enjoy them. Because once in a while, there's a off the question, that I think's too personal. That's why that happened to Dazzle one time, and she didn't really like it. And then that's why I said, I'll just do the live stream by myself. And then if she's here, she's here. It's like I don't pressure Dazzle with anything to do with our YouTube videos. Even when I make videos, if Dazzle's there, if Leanna's there, I film them. But if not, it's like I'll do it myself. It's like I never want YouTube to be any pressure to Dazzle and Leanna.
Leanna's the one that likes being filmed.
Yeah, Leanna likes being filmed, but she doesn't say anything. She's like I don't know if she's afraid or she's shy to say anything. Manny C, I would like to visit Iloilo City. See, that is where I want to. Hey, many people, man, I'm telling you, I'm always selling Iloilo City to people because Dazzle and I, we traveled all over the Philippines. And out of all the cities, hands down, to me, anyway, my personal opinion, Iloilo City is the best city in the Philippines. To me, nothing even comes close because when you go to a city here, the big city like Cebu City, you go to Manila, traffic is a killer. It's like I don't want to spend my retirement stuck in traffic or the pollution or the smoke, the smog. That's not a good retirement destination in my opinion. But like Iloilo City is just a beautiful city, well laid out. The mayor does a good job, and they're expanding. They're building more condominiums. They're almost done with the from Iloilo City connected to Auton. Auton is like a town, and it's like 5-6 kilometers of like jogging path, bike path, brick sidewalks. It's just beautiful city to me. It's like if you like walking outside, enjoying just walking and doing things, man, you could do that in Iloilo City. Some cities here in the Philippines, that's hard to do. Like if you go to like Manila or Cebu City, it's just so congested. It's like, and then you always feel like me when I go to Manila, I always feel like I have to watch out for all my personal belongings, my backpack, my wallet, my watch. It's like I just don't feel safe. And I grew up in Manila. It's like I was born and raised in Manila, but I don't have that when I go to Iloilo City. I walk freely, day, night. It's like never had any issues with crime when I was when we stayed in Iloilo City for 4 months. Just love walking at the Esplanade. Dazzle, she loves SM City Iloilo. SNR.
They just like to horn their honk.
Honk their horn. Yeah, but that's in the Philippines. Any city you go in the Philippines, people like to honk their horn. That's just like heck, they honk their horn here in Calibo, baby. It's like people are just impatient here in the Philippines. The minute people here get stopped at a stoplight or pedestrian crossing, you're gonna hear somebody honking their horn. Everybody's in a hurry. Jason G, good morning, Kuya Ginno. Hey, all right, good morning, Jason. Appreciate you coming online, my friend. It's Konichiwaski. Finally able to watch you live from Shirts, Texas, my brother. Looking forward to our. All right, man. Make sure you get a hold of me, man. I know we're searched. I know we've chatted on my WhatsApp. He's close to Randolph Air Force Base, babe. I used to live in Live Oak, Texas, when I was stationed in San Antonio. I lived in Live Oak, and Live Oak is close to Certs, and we've chatted on my WhatsApp, and they're visiting in December so I have to tell Dazzle all the people that I chat, because I chat with so many people now. It's like it's hard to, even me sometimes I have a hard time keeping track, but I try to usually what I do is like the name of the person and where they're from. That's how I Clyde from California, Robbie from Rhode Island. That's how I explained it to Dazzle. That's how we remember. But sometimes there's a lot of people from Texas, a lot of people from California. So even I get confused sometimes. HD Apex, go sail the high seas to watch those games if you don't want to pay for them. Yo, yo. Yeah. Yeah. To me, it's like, I was big on football before NFL. I loved NFL football before, but now it's not a big deal anymore. It's like, I guess because before when I was in the US, I used to do fantasy football and I had buddies that I used to play fantasy football with. But here in the Philippines, it's really hard to do. Hard for me to find anybody here to do fantasy football. So to me, it's like I enjoy the NBA more now. And then I'm a Dodgers fan, so I always keep track of the Dodgers. So that's enough sports for me. And then Dazzle likes the Dodgers too. She knows all the Dodger players. And Dazzle's a basketball. She loves basketball. She's a big Kawhi Leonard fan. She's a Clippers fan, and I'm a Lakers fan. But that's okay, because she loves Kawhi Leonard.
San Antonio.
Yeah. San Antonio
Toronto.
Spurs. Yeah, Toronto. Because Kawhi, you follow the Kawhi Leonard. That's why. That's why. Tita Marie, I emailed her last year about Camila Homes. We're looking at Clan or Tricare, somewhere near Boracay. All right, Tita Marie. Like I said, it's like I would be careful with that anyway. Trying to buy land or trying to deal with somebody here. It's just not the same as trying to buy land. Like if you're in the US buying the house, you can check a website. You can talk to a person. You could do a live chat. Here, it's like if you're trying to buy land or trying to check out areas, you really need to be here. You need to be boots on the ground, because it's just hard to deal with people here sometimes. And, I even tell this to Dazzle, it's like, because I help people find an apartment here in Aklan. It's just that, I guess it's the culture. It's just different here. And I speak Filipino. I speak Tagalog, and I would speak Tagalog to them when I'm dealing. But it's just difficult. It's not easy. And especially if you're trying to buy land or property from you're overseas and you're trying to communicate with somebody here. I would just wait till you get here so you could see it, see the property, see all the documents. Make sure it's a legit, legit business or legit land or legit house you're trying to buy. There's been many people that get scammed that way when you try to buy something online. I would not recommend doing that. Kuya, top 3 places you can recommend to retire in the Philippines. To me, that's simple. Top 3 for me. I love Boracay. So Boracay is my thing. That's why Dazzle bought the land in Caticlan, so we could only be a boat ride now to Boracay. Once we build our tiny house in Dazzle's land, I'm like a 10-15 minute boat ride to Boracay. But that's just me. I'm a beach person. I just love Boracay. It's like that's the only beach that I really enjoy here in the Philippines. It's like it's just beautiful to me. It's like that's why I retired there in 2011. So that would be my choice. My next choice, another easy one. I love Panglao, in Bohol. When Dazzle and I went to Panglao, it's like I just love it. It's a mini Boracay, in my eye. Actually, and province, because I do like the province. I'm not a city person anymore, and I just liked it because I can get on a motorbike and I can travel all over Bohol. I can go to like the Tarsier place. I can go to like Chocolate Hills on a scooter. It's like and it was like 350 pesos for the scooter. So it's not a day, not expensive at all. And I like it because again, it's a province, so those be my top 2 would be Boracay Island, then Panglao. And then just to round it out, if I had to choose, the third one's kind of hard because I can't really think of another beach that I like, babe. Iloilo probably like, because Dazzle loves Iloilo and like Iloilo City. I wouldn't, maybe right outside Iloilo City, maybe one of the beach areas there, but those 3 would be my choice. But I just love Boracay, and then I love Panglao. So those are my top two. Hi everyone. Hey, he's always online too, and he's always
Oh
making
yeah.
BG support group. He's always making. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you. Dazzle is unusually up early today. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. What happened, babe? Did you? Oh, you got more sleep yesterday. I remember.
Actually, I had to pee.
Oh, you had to pee. That's why. I know Dazzle was telling me, I don't know what time it is. Dazzle always wakes me up like in the middle of the night or early in the morning.
Yeah.
She was telling me that her and Leanna was watching a horror movie. Tarot. They were watching a horror.
Netflix.
It's new on Netflix, and they were watching a horror movie. How late did you guys stay up?
11.
11. So on a school night, babe. Leanna's not supposed to stay up till 11.
We actually didn't notice the time because we went down
I thought
here,
Leanna's school is
9:30.
9:30. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that was
That's my
11.
bad.
Okay.
She was actually doing her assignments while I was watching the movie.
Tarot. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, at least she was doing the homework. So.
Yeah.
And it's Konichiwaski. When are you planning to visit Japan? We are stopping there for a few days on our way to the PI. Not for a while. But, the earliest travel that Dazzle and I will do would be next year for sure during the summer months between March to June of next year. 100% we're traveling during that time. And Dazzle, she wants to go to Thailand. That's the first place where she wants to see. We've been to Singapore already, so Dazzle said Thailand is the next. So,
Yeah.
and it's cheap for us to fly to Thailand.
I want to try so many food.
So many food, yeah. Like I was telling her about green papaya salad, just a lot of different Thai food, that she'll try. And then it's cheap for us to travel to Thailand. That's probably one of the cheapest country from the Philippines to travel because I was checking online.
And I think Vietnam too.
Vietnam, that's another cheap place. But I was looking at the tickets from round trip tickets to Manila to Thailand, Bangkok to Bangkok. I was seeing them below $200 each. So for Dazzle and I to fly round trip from Manila to Thailand will only cost about $400. So I know that's a bargain. That's nothing almost. But you have to you have to get it on special. But that's not a problem for us. We don't mind if I have to travel at like 6 a.m. in the morning. That doesn't bother me. I'm awake anyway.
I'm actually waiting for the Scoot.
The Scoot Airlines, yeah, I know.
They're gonna open in Iloilo.
Oh yeah,
November.
November, I think. Scoot Airlines. It's an airlines from Singapore. They're gonna have direct flights again. Their direct flights used to be from Calibo, but now they have direct flights from Iloilo City to Singapore. So, but we've been to Singapore, so that's why Dazzle wants to head to Thailand. And then I've been to Thailand a bunch of times, so I know, we're not going to spend money on hotels there because anytime I travel overseas or even here in the Philippines, I'm always like a budget hotel person. I always stay at the budget hotel because when we travel, when Dazzle and I go anywhere, we don't really spend a lot of time in the hotel. It's like I remember when we were in Singapore, we would get up like at 5 a.m. and have breakfast at our hotel, and then we won't come back till it's dark. So to me, it's like, why spend a whole lot of money on hotel if you're not going to stay much in it anyway, but to sleep and take a shower. Mm-hmm. And here in the Philippines, anytime Dazzle and I get an Airbnb, I've never spent more than $20 on a hotel here, or an Airbnb when Dazzle and I are traveling.
My only requirement for Ginno is I want it to be close to the malls.
Yeah. That's always Dazzle's requirement. It's like, and there's hotels here that are close to the mall. That one hotel, the Go Hotel, here in the Philippines, if you're looking for like a bargain hotel, always check out the Go Hotel. You can always, because it's usually at a Robinson's Mall. Inside the mall. This is where the hotel is. And you can easily get a hotel room at Go Hotel for like 1,500, less than 1,500 even for like $30. You can get a room at the Go Hotel, and they're nice. We've stayed many times in a Go Hotel. Magandang umaga from San Jose again. Almost forget.
And
Hey, all right, all right. Thank you, appreciate. Yeah, yeah. You're always like I'm always seeing San Jose, California now on our live chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Somebody had mentioned to me that when I post like our live stream, there's like a link there, a click button or something that says notify me
yeah,
of the live stream, because I think you told me that too, right,
yeah,
babe? Yeah, yeah. You told
I
me that.
turned it on.
You turned it on, the
Yeah.
notify me.
Mm-mm.
HD Apex. I wonder if they will ever try to build a rail line Malay, Calibo, Roas, Iloilo. I've never heard. I think that might be a little difficult to do here to do a rail line, because when we go to Caticlan from here, and then even in Antique, there's just like a lot of like mountainous area.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they would have to drill a hole on the mountain to get a rail past that. So that would be too big a project. I know they have those railway project now from Pampanga to Manila to all the way to Laguna, because a lot of that area is flat. Here in Panay Island, that would be difficult, because a lot of like mountainous area here, a lot of hilly area. So, and then I don't know if it would really make a difference for people here, because uh, the population in Panay Island is not big. It's like even in our whole province of Aklan, we only have 500,000 people that live in the whole province, as big as Aklan province is. And then Antique is even less dense than Aklan. There's less people there, so it's just not a heavily crowded or populous area. Panay Island is about most of the people live around Iloilo City, and even that, I know in Iloilo their population is just over 1 million. It's not like a populous area, not like Metro Manila. I think it's got 20 million. That's why if they do a rail, there's going to be people traveling on that rail line. I just don't think there's a market here I've never heard of them talk about building a rail system here in Panay Island. But I do know bridges. That's like their priority. They want to connect Panay Island to Negros Island. That's a big priority, to connect, because it's only like a 2 hour, 3 hour fast craft ferry from Iloilo to Bacolod, if you ride the fast craft.
Was it Iloilo to Guimaras? They're gonna build a bridge.
They're going to build also Iloilo to Guimaras. They're also going to build a bridge. They're also talking about connecting Caticlan and Boracay Island, mainland Aklan to Boracay Island. So I know in our province and Panay Island, I know the priority is bridges, to connect the islands using
I don't
bridges.
see it Iloilo to Bacolod though. That's like hours. I mean,
Yeah, but it's on the plan, babe. They're already like checking, like testing the ground, testing the bottom of the sea, the floor. They're already it's already ongoing. So, and then, let's see, where were we at? Here we go. James G. Hi, Ate Dazzle, Kuya Ginno. We love your videos.
I wonder if. Oh yeah.
Here in California, watching Thursday night and listening to. Oh, that's right. There's actually my friend Robbie was telling me that he sent me a message actually on WhatsApp, and he's watching football. He's a Patriots fan, so that must be the game. That must be the game, because he sent me a picture earlier, babe, that he's watching it in a bar.
My Bills doesn't have game today.
Who?
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't, like I said, I haven't paid attention to football at all.
I know they didn't have a game today.
You didn't have game? Dazzle, she's a Buffalo Bills fan because she likes Josh Allen is her hero. But like I said, I have not watched it. My friend from Hawaii actually keeps bugging me about football, telling me about football. And when he's talking, I just can't relate anymore because I haven't seen a game this year yet.
I see it on this PN.
You do, you do, yeah. See, I don't even, it's like I guess I've been too busy,
Yeah.
with our
You
channel.
are too busy.
Yeah, Dazzle says I'm too busy now with our channel because of all the people I have to respond to.
Yeah.
MMA, my brother Wilfred Freddie Cruz was stationed at Clark and Beale in Mary. Okay, do you recognize the name? Freddie Cruz. Cruz is kind of like a common name, It's like I know I was stationed with that last name Cruz, at Clark. I was stationed at Clark in the late '80s. I was part of the evacuation at Clark in 1991 when the Pinatubo erupted. Clark was just one of those bases where it was the largest base in the Pacific. It was the large at the time. So even the hospital, we were a medical center at Clark. There's just so many people that work there. It's like there's actually people in the hospital. You would think I work in the medical center that I would have met because we were stationed there at the same time that I didn't even see or that I didn't run into because the hospital was just so big and the whole base was so big at Clark. It was the largest facility I know in the Pacific, maybe even the world at one time. That's how big Clark Air Base used to be. And Beale, I never got stationed in Beale. The only base I was stationed in California was my first assignment at George Air Force Base in Victorville. Never went to Beale. The closest got to Beale was I used to catch the military hop. I used to ride the military hop. Military hop is like free airlines. Basically, you can ride the C-131, C-141, C-5 cargo planes for free if you're in the military. And I could still do that if I was in the US, but here in the Philippines, they don't have any bases anymore. But I used to catch a hop out of Travis. Travis was a big military hub for those free military flights. And I would catch it from Travis. I've flown from Travis all the way to Alaska in Anchorage, and all the way to Japan, when I used to use the hop. Dazzle, she can actually use the hop because she's got an ID, but there's just no bases anymore here in the Philippines. If we were in Singapore, babe, we can catch a hop to like maybe Okinawa or Korea. So you can ride the military plane. I don't know if you want to ride the military plane anyway, because they don't have seats. A lot of them don't have seats. You have to sit on the cargo netting.
You know me. I can do
that. You can lay down in the cargo netting.
You know me, Daddy. I'm a cowgirl.
Judah. We've been to Panglao too. It's beautiful and clean. Yeah, that's how I said. That's why Panglao is like if I had to choose, it's like Boracay is my number one, number two. And then now we're gonna see my friend Robbie, our friend Robbie he's moving to Moal Boal in Cebu. So I have a feeling I'm gonna like Moal Boal too when we go see him.
Me, I like fishing.
Oh, they got sardines there. Yeah, you're gonna like your Moal Boal. That's where the sardine run. You're gonna catch a lot of sardines there. Jason G, do you feel like the days go by faster or slower there in the PI? My wife and I would love to retire there someday. I think it goes slow. What do you think, babe? Does the days go slow here or fast?
With Liana with us, it's fast.
It's fast because of Leanna. Because Leanna's kind of like our gauge now. Because I take her to school, then I pick her up, and her day, I drop her off at 7. Next thing I know, it's 4:00 already.
Yeah, pick up time already.
Pick up time already. The only reason I would say that it's slower here, because the way people move here, it's like a slow pace compared to like there are less people here that's on a rush. It's like when I lived in the United States, my last place I lived, even in Tucson, Arizona, people are just go, go, go. Because, you work Monday to Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, you try to cram everything. You wash your car, you do your laundry, you go grocery shopping, and next thing you know, it's Monday again. So, it's just more hectic. Here, especially in our subdivision, you've seen my morning videos. It's kind of like dead all the time, even during the day. There's really you don't see a lot of
I
people.
wonder why I walk fast.
That's what always gives me a hard time that she says I walk too fast. So I would say, if your question, for me, I think it's slower. Things just move slower here. You have to get used to standing in line. It's like in the US, we don't really stand a lot in lines because people don't have patience. Because you feel like that if you have to stand in line, you're wasting your time, and your time is valuable. Here in the Philippines, standing in line is a way of life.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I mean, just grocery shopping. If you go on the wrong time on the grocery shopping, you could be standing in line. You could be like,
Except for us, if we see a line, we don't go
yeah,
there.
because that we just know how to operate, babe.
Yeah.
I just know, like, I don't have, it's like I just know that, like, let's say Dazzle wants to eat at Jollibee. If I peek at Jollibee or McDonald's and I see a line of 10 people, we'll just go somewhere else.
I think that's people from away from Calibo. I think from Malay or Nabas. They have no choice if they go here.
Oh, okay.
Shopping.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like we're from here. We're close to Calibo, so it's not a big deal if if Daz wants to eat Jollibee, I'll come back tomorrow. Yeah, when it's less crowded.
Yeah.
But people that aren't from our town, that come from Caticlan, Nabas, Malay, they drive like an hour to get to Calibo, so they don't mind standing in line for like 10 or 12 people deep in Jollibee because they don't have Jollibee an hour here. They don't have McDonald's, in Malay, Nabas, or Caticlan. So for them, once they're here, they don't mind standing in line. And that's part of the thing. Filipinos here just have a lot of patience standing in line, not just for fast food, not just for grocery, even at like government agencies, at the Land Transportation Office, the DMV. Man, I've seen people stand in line 2-3 hours. Dazzle, when she was like doing the paperwork for her land, she would stand in line for like 2-3 hours. And to them, that's just like
it's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. Like for me, if I was gonna stand 2-3 hours, I'm like, I'll come somebody else.
Bye, babe.
Bye, babe. I'll see you later. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna stand in line that long.
Ginno, when he saw the line that was in, outside the VIR building, and he was like, all right, babe, I'll see you later.
Yeah, see you later. I was like, man, I'm not going to stand in line that long. And the HD Apex, I think the original movie, The Exorcist, will be much more scarier experience for Filipinos due to that religion. Oh yeah, that movie, man. That's still one of the scariest movie I could remember. When that came out, I was young. When I watched it, and because it's believable. I don't know how now because now a lot of special effects now for movies now.
Yeah, actually, Gina recommended that movie to me.
Yeah, and you like it. Did you like it?
Yeah,
Did you like it? All right.
Except the young girl.
Juan, hey, what's up, brother? What's up? Go Hotel. Yep. It's like it's everywhere. Go Hotel is pretty much any city you go in the Philippines, they got a Go Hotel. Hey, there's Robbie. Hey, Robbie. Are the Patriots winning, Robbie? I know you're a big Patriots fan, brother.
Oh, Patriots? With Brady before?
Yeah, with Brady before. Yeah, that's Robbie's team because Robbie is like anything Boston. That's like his teams.
Man, I don't know about me. I have Buffalo Bills like New York, and then Clippers the West.
Yeah. You just like the player. That's why you don't really you don't have a team that you're faithful with.
Yeah, Philippines.
One. Do you have international K-12 schools near where you live? In a mainland Aklan, I don't think we do. I don't think we have an international. I haven't seen it. It's like Boracay for sure. Boracay for sure has international K-12. Not cheap. I'm gonna warn you, it's not cheap because the people that go to school in Boracay, it's like Europeans, it's like they don't mind spending the money. And then it's Boracay, so everything in Boracay is more money. Probably more international K to 12. I bet you they have it in Iloilo City just because it's a city. Goku, all right, present. All right, Goku, appreciate you.
Present.
Appreciate you, my friend.
Hi, Imas.
John P, more Dazzle fishing videos, please. I put on on my phone called. All right. Thank you, John P. Hey,
John P.
I don't have to tell Dazzle about fishing. She's like, and now that Leanna knows how to clean fish,
Yeah.
I mean, she's not the most efficient yet at cleaning fish. It takes her time to clean fish, but at least you can share. She can share the load. You don't have to clean all the fish now. Robbie says, fans are terrible. Thank God for the Celtics. All right. Hey, man, you can't complain. You already got your championship for the Celtics. Yeah. You can't win it all, Robbie. You can't win it all, brother. Hey, Dazzle. Oh, Robbie says Dazzle, babe.
Hi, brother.
Tex fan. I'm a Texans fan. Cowboys got embarrassed Sunday.
I think I saw that on
You did. You didn't say that. See, that's
didn't
a watch.
it,
That's a watch the highlights.
only
Yeah.
the highlights, and
Only
then
the
just
highlight.
read the.
On ESPN,
Yeah.
you read it. Yeah. Me, I haven't even gotten into football at all.
I think
Maybe
Dak got intercepted twice.
Oh, Dak. Oh.
Yeah.
He just got that big contract. I know that. I saw
know,
that.
Yeah,
You're the one that told me. You're the one that
Dazzle
told me. Dak Prescott is now the highest paid quarterback, and Dazzle told me that. I was like, oh, okay.
240 million for 4
See,
years.
she knows how much Dak got, man. I'm like, I didn't even know that. She's the one like updating me on the NFL now.
But I love Micah Parsons though.
You like Micah Parsons? Yeah.
And I used to love the Wolf.
Oh yeah, I think he retired. I think he retired
because he got injured.
He got injured. Yeah. In Connecticut, love your channel. Oh, Connecticut. All right. Because of you and Dazzle's personalities. What station of Clark left in 87? Appreciate you. Oh, thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Appreciate your support, David. Honey Yeri, I've been planning to retire there since San Jose just getting too expensive here. I grew up in San Jose. It's just not the same, but still love it here. Yeah, it's like I know a lot of people. That's why a lot of people contact me. That's why I've been busy. It's just a lot of people are contacting me because they want to come to the Philippines. Have a lot of questions for me, and I'm always willing to help. And I know I'm getting more like Filipino Americans that are getting into that retirement age, closing in on Social Security. Those are the people that I've noticed that has really contacted me because, and I understand that because, even me, when I lived in the United States for 30 years and like a lot of Filipino Americans that live in the US, for us, it seems like it was never really home. It's like, for me, I was in the military, so I moved from state to state anyway overseas. So I never was at a place more than 4 years. So there was really no place in the US that I could call home. And for Filipino Americans, it's just the thing, Philippines will always be home, and when you come here, a lot of people that I talk to, a lot of Phil-Am that's here in the Philippines, it's just fun for us because we get to reconnect with our childhood, a lot of the food that we grew up, a lot of the areas that we used to visit. It's just nice to visit again.
Me, I actually like Clark.
Clark. Yeah, Dazzle,
I don't mind living there.
Yeah, you've been to Clark a few times now, right? And Dazzle says she loves Clark inside the base. Inside the old Clark Air Force Base. The parade grounds. Yeah, the parade grounds.
And then
the housing.
Drive.
Yeah.
Clark, unlike the highway.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like because Clark Air Base, for people that wasn't there before or haven't been to Clark Air Base, because it was an Air Force base, it's built like the streets in America. There's like stoplights. The lanes are wide. There's a bike lane. There's not, there's a lot of space.
Yeah.
So when the Clark
And it's
CDC,
green.
and it's green, green. When Clark Development Corporation took over, it's become they call it Clark City, I think.
Yeah.
It's become a nice place. I mean, there's a lot of condominiums now, and even the housing that we saw. Remember when we were walking from?
We just walk there.
Yeah, we just walk.
And even if you just walk, you can like get to restaurants.
Yep, you can get. There's restaurants inside the base.
Sidewalk.
They have sidewalks. There's a Burger King.
Yeah.
There's
I like the parade ground area.
Yeah. So that's why Dazzle, she just loves the Clark, where the old base used to be. They've really done a good job. Yeah. There's actually now there's like casinos inside the big casinos. Like not small casinos, but these are like Las Vegas type.
Like outside the building, you can see like the ads, like
Tiger
movie.
It's kind of like in Las Vegas, where you see the big
building,
screen, like the TV and you see like what shows are inside, like the Tiger show you saw the Tiger show. And then a Clark inside Clark, there's a water park with water slides, a wave pool. Aquaplanet. I've been to Aquaplanet. They're just they've really done a good job. Golf courses. There's a Marriott hotel, several hotels now. So Dazzle really likes it. She actually told me she wouldn't mind living inside Clark.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about Clark, the only thing I don't like that in Angel City, you're not close to a beach. The closest beach would be.
Like the beach person.
Yeah, I'm the beach person. Beach is my happy place.
I like malls.
Yeah, because the closest beach you would be is like in Olongapo City or Subic Bay would be the closest beach you would be.
That's why
you're landlocked. You're landlocked if you're
Angeles.
Angeles.
That's why we both agree with Boracay.
Because
you like the beach.
And you like the eating. You like the eating.
And I don't mind the beach. I like the beach. I grew up in a beach.
Goku, did you get the new ID? I was able to renew online. Oh, I don't have the new ID yet. Dazzle does.
Yeah.
She got the new ID. But me, I got the blue ID, the old, the paper.
I made sure I was so pretty in the picture because it I think for 10 years.
10 years?
10 years.
So I'll have to check and see how I would. I never really used my military ID here, but.
It's nice, babe.
Yeah, I saw yours. I know I kept that. Yours is nice. One of these days I'll update mine. It's
next year.
Yeah. I think I have a couple of years till they phase it out, my old ID card. Yeah. I think I have a couple of years time still.
You think?
Yeah. I know they do the update. I know they do it in Manila by the VA clinic in Manila. They have like a place there where you can
get that at Clark
Yeah, I could do it at Clark. I know the retired.
I got mine from there.
Yeah, Dazzle, she renewed her ID at the Retired Activity Office in our RAO in Angeles City. She did it by mail. So I could do that, the same thing. I can do mine by mail too. So we're going to Angeles anyway, in beginning of 2025. So I might update my ID then. TextPet. Do the restaurants in New Washington have soft-shelled crab? I have not seen soft-shelled crab here. It's a crab, babe, where...
They have that in Rojas.
A Rojas?
Yeah,
soft-shell? Okay, all right.
The fried soft-shell crab.
My memory is... I don't remember.
Yeah, you can actually get that from the... what do you call this? Like food court. Remember?
Food. Oh, yeah.
I love
those are like the tiny ones.
Tiny ones.
Yeah. He's talking about a real big one. Yeah.
I didn't see
that. Dazzle was talking about the little talangka, the little tiny crablets. Yeah, they fry it. You can eat the whole thing. I've eaten that. They have crablets. But I know what you're talking about. You're talking about soft-shelled crab like they have in New Orleans, where they can put it on a sandwich, babe. It's a good sized crab, and you eat the whole thing. Yeah, I have not seen that. I have not seen that.
Like a big one?
Yeah, it's a good sized crab. I mean, it's not like the alimango. It's not the giant one, but it's a crab, and you eat the whole thing. You know, it's like that's why they call it soft shell. So
all I know is the baby one.
yeah, I did. That's what you're the talangka. The baby ones are the ones that Dazzle was talking about. 21 watching, only 3 likes. Just click, guys. Let's help them grow. Oh, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. It's all right. It's all good. We don't pressure.
Oh, we got 18 likes.
Yeah. We don't. Hey, Jason, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, Jason. Thank you very much.
We got like 18 likes now. Thank you.
So kind and positive. Hey, thank you, Jason. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you to Judah.
And then, do you ever introduce Tubat drinks to your subscribers? To those who don't know what it is, coconut moonshine wine. No, because I don't drink, man. It's like I'm not a heavy drinker. And now, since I had cancer last year, I think I've had maybe 2-3 beers that, in a year and a half. I just don't drink anymore. It's one of those things that I have to give up. She drinks more than I do. That's
I can only drink 1 beer.
She gets drunk on 1 beer.
Yeah.
So drinking's not our thing. So. But they do have moonshine here. They do have to buy here. Oh, thank you, MOBA Gaming. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, my friend.
I get drunk at one San Miguel.
And then Doug Henderson. Hey, Ginno and Dazzle. Was down in Tucson today at the VA. Near your... Oh, yeah, all right. Great info today on glasses. Was a bit concerned, but no more. Hey, I'm glad it helped, man. Glad that the video helped. Yeah, like my glasses here. These are like the transition glasses. It's got like the UV protection, and my frame is like this Dior. It's called Dior Superflex. You can bend it. I can drop it. I've even accidentally laid on it, but it's really flexible and it doesn't. It's a really nice frame, really light. I like how light it is. Sometimes I forget I even got glasses on. And this thing cost me like $90. It was 5,000 pesos. So I know glasses are a lot cheaper here.
Hi, Daddy.
There's the baby. All right. MOBA. Kois, what do you think about using in the Philippines? I know I'll get lower bid, but I'm happier staying. I would do it, MOBA, because that's what I did. I used my GI Bill here in Calibo for 4 years. And when I went to school from 2012 to 2016. And my BAH at the time was $1,500 a month. I know it's a lot higher now. You're probably close to $2,000 a month now. And if you go to school here, like I did, my BHA was $1,500 a month. My rent was $125. So you're gonna pocket a lot of that housing money here, and there's schools pretty much any province. You don't even have to go to the big city here to go to school, like I did. Calibo's it's not even a city. Calibo's not a city. So
STI is tested and proven.
Yeah, STI, that's where I went. STI College Calibo. So you can find a school in a province that's low cost of living, and I think you'll make out. I think you'll be happy that you do it here, because in the US, if you go, yes, your BAH will be higher in the US, but also your housing and your cost of living will be a lot more. So if I was going to do it, I would do it again. I would come here to the Philippines, and it's fun to go to school here. I had a good time going to school at the STI college, because we had like acquaintance parties. We had field trips.
Basketball.
I played basketball intramurals. I played basketball, chess. It was just a lot of fun. I mean, there was schoolwork too. There's
yeah.
I had to study. It's like I had to study, but it was fun. I enjoyed going to school in the Philippines. Our professors, even the school administrator, our dean, they're so nice to me because a lot of them I was older than them. Even at the time, it's like I was one of the oldest people in the whole school. But and I didn't mind. It was fun. It was a great experience for me.
You actually look like you're in your 30s back
Oh, thank you,
then.
babe. Thank you, babe. Edgar Aquino. Hi, Gino from Ed and Beth from Surprise, Arizona. All right, I know where that is. I know where Surprise, Arizona is. I spent a total of 7 years in Arizona. So I'm familiar. Yeah, I'm familiar with a lot of areas in Arizona. Why did you pick the city you live at now? Okay, we don't even live in a city. Aklan province, there is no city in our whole province. Like even Calibo is just a small town. It's not even a city. That's why we don't really have the SM city malls,
Yeah,
or
we don't have SNR.
We don't have SNR. Calibo is tiny. I mean, there for a big town that's a capital of Aklan province, there's only like 100,000 people in Calibo, and but it's growing, but a long way from being a city. And for me, I ended up here. Boracay was the place I retired in 2011. I lived there in Boracay for about 18 months. And then I went to school in Calibo. That's where I met Dazzle. I went to school for 4 years. So after, we went to school, and Dazzle's from Katiklan. Dazzle's mom's here, only about an hour away from our house. So that's why we just ended up here. It's like I can never see moving Dazzle away from her family. She's just too close to her family, her mom, her sisters, brothers, nephews, nieces, uncles. It's like she got over 100 relatives in Katiklan. So I just can't see ever, moving away from Aklan. And I love it here now. This is my home now. It's like, even if we ever sell our house here in Camilla Clan, if we build a house in Katiklan to get closer to Boracay, I'm perfectly happy to spend the rest of my days here in Aklan province, because to me it's like ideal for me, because low budget, the housing here is cheap, and I've traveled all over the Philippines, and I know our area here is one of the lowest cost of living, as far as like like your vegetables, your fish, your food, everything here is just a lot cheaper. Aklan province is low cost, and I like it. I like being that it's low cost. Goku, it says DIL. All right.
What's the
I don't know. I don't get it. It says, Phil M left PR for US with no money. We go back PI with money. That's why we retired. Yes, exactly. Goku, because once you have a retirement, a lot of Philams, you're not just in America, but also in Canada. They're getting up to that senior citizen age where they can collect a pension. The Philippines is cheaper housing, cheaper cost of living. We can live like a Filipino, so our budget is usually a lot lower than other expats here, because they carry that American lifestyle like me. The minute I landed in Boracay in 2011, I was gonna live like a Filipino. I wasn't gonna live like looking for steaks, looking for SNR, looking for everything in the US. I'm eating what you're eating. I'm going to the carinderia. I'm eating, because to me, I'm Filipino, but anyway, so I grew up eating that stuff. So it doesn't bother me that I no longer eat steaks.
I'm the SNR person.
Dazzle's the SNR person. Because if you can believe this, Dazzle has never eaten steak in her life.
Nice.
I've tried to convince Dazzle to eat steak just to try it, but she doesn't even want to, because and I understand kind of, because to a Filipino that grew up in the Philippines, eating a big slab of steak, just the meat, to them it's kind of like that's foreign to Filipinos, because Filipinos here, it's like their
I
rice.
can do that with fish.
You could, yeah. Oh, give Dazzle a big tuna steak and she'll eat that up, but not meat. Filipinos, when it comes to beef, when like a big T-bone steak, the Filipinos that I know here, they rather have it cut up and cook in like a caldereta, beef caldereta with like potatoes and tomato sauce. You just
Beef
don't eat.
steak.
Yeah, even beef steak,
Beef
like
steak.
thin slices,
Yeah.
thin slices of.
Tapa.
There's like even here in Calibo, there is not a single steakhouse here. There's not a place I can go to Calibo and say, "Ooh, I want a big, fat, juicy steak with baked potato." I can do that here. So to me, I just knew when I came to the Philippines in 2011. Those are some of the things that I just gave up. It's
They
like,
have that in Boracay though.
oh yeah, but it ain't cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. You can eat in Boracay. You can have like they got Australian steaks there, but we're talking thousands of pesos, and I'm not gonna spend just to eat a steak, just one meal. Spend There's Chloe up on the stairs.
Chloe. Ay. Let's go.
All right.
Baby.
Okay. I lose my spot. Oh, there you go. Robbie. Jonalyn and I want to come and stay at the campground you stayed at. Oh, yeah. No, let's do that, Robbie. Yeah. The one in Makato, babe. The one in Makato. The one that had the hut, the bamboo. We stayed on the second floor.
Oh,
Chole.
Yeah.
The campgrounds. Oh, yeah. Let's do that, Robbie. Next time you're here in Aklan, definitely. We'll do more. When you come, we'll do more in the mainland Aklan, because there's stuff, we've been doing the Boracay thing, Robbie, but there's plenty of places like Chole. We'll go there, go camping at Chole, and we'll take them to Nabawi River. Because Nabawi River, you're going to have a blast on Nabawi River, because they got zip line, they got kayaking, they got paddle boarding, swimming. It's just a lot of fun, Of course, beer. I know, Robbie, you got to have your Red Horse.
I'll stick with orange juice now.
Oh, stick with orange juice, yeah. Jamal got dazzled drunk on one beer, man. So she's sticking to orange juice now.
Yeah.
Brother, what is your favorite? My favorite beer in the Philippines. If I'm really, but as far as American beer, I used to drink Corona. I drank Corona, and then when I used to go to Mexico, I drank Dos Equis. Those are the two beers that I used to drink when I was in the U.S. And then here in the Philippines, since Corona, kind of similar to San Mig Light, that's why I drink San Mig Light here. But I haven't really drank. I think I had one beer with you, Robbie, when we were in Boracay, and then I had two beers with Jamal. Those are the only three beers I've drank in like a year and a half. So it's not a big deal. I have to watch my health. My doc says alcohol is not recommended. So I try to limit my coffee drinking. And that's so strict. She's like, if I have a beer, she goes, that's when you're one beer, babe. You can't, but it's not a big deal. It's like, I have fun anyway. Even if you can drink your Red Horse, it's like, we'll have fun anyway. I don't need alcohol to have a good time. What is the latest on the Chinese Coast Guard ramming Philippine Coast Guard ship? Are the Americans coming to assist? All right. I tried to stay on top of that because I see it in the news here as far as the Chinese. It's been going on for years now. It's not going to stop. I think they're just, the Chinese are just doing that. I want to instigate. And Americans won't really. I don't see Americans getting in if it's just ramming a boat. I don't think Americans will jump in a war with China over that. It would have to be something major. Like if they decided to sink one of the boats and Filipinos die, then that's an act of war. But ramming ships, all that, to me, it's just kind of like a political game that China in the Philippines are into. It's not until we see casualties, and then it's considered an act of war. That's when Americans would get involved. But you know, a few scrapes of the boats, ships, it's not going to cause war between China and the United States, because I think U.S. would be too smart for that, and I don't think China really wants to mess with the U.S. It's like uh, they want to show force in the South China Sea. They're kind of bullying all these little countries, but you know, uh, America, to me, man, we're still a superpower. It's like I don't think China want to mess with the U.S. We have too much experience with our battleships. We've been to too many wars. I can't count how many wars China's been in. So I'm confident if we ever go to war with China, we will kick their butt. And Dazzle said no wars anyway. No wars. And I'm the same way.
And
That's why I try not to put that stuff on my channel, because that's all political. It's like,
and I hate thinking about it because it makes me not sleep at night.
oh yeah, don't think about it then. You don't want to sleep, be worried about stuff like that.
I don't want to.
We'll worry about it if it
There's
happens.
Jason.
Right there. It says, yes, blue crab. But I did see someone cooking the bite-sized crab. Yeah, they text pad. They do. Yeah, I said thank you already to Jason.
You read that already?
We appreciate you and your channel. Thanks for. Yeah, I did. Okay. I read that. Jason, I read Jason and MOBA Gaming. Thank you. Thank you for the donation to our gift to our channel. I appreciate you, Jason G and MOBA Gaming.
What is?
And then the blue crab text pad. Yeah, they do have blue crab here, but I don't know. I don't know the process to make that soft shelled crab. I've eaten soft shelled crab when I was in Louisiana before, but I just ordered it in a restaurant. I remember eating it like in a sandwich, even that it was breaded and it says soft shelled crab sandwich, and I ate it. It was delicious, but I don't know the whole process. But they do have blue crab here. We can buy blue crab here. I just don't know if it's the same thing as what they use in Louisiana. Hi, Dazzle. Have you ever visited the US yet? No, Dazzle hasn't visited the United States yet. Like I said previously, maybe when we get our Social Security, less than 4 years now till I'm 62, I plan on collecting my Social Security. Right now, we're just living off my military pension. It's good amount here. We're able to have a budget of $1,000, and we're able to save every month. But when my Social Security kicks in, that's another pension for me. That's at least another, I think, about $1,700 a month. So that's going to be a windfall for Dazzle and I. So I plan on taking her to the United States when I get my Social Security. Because right now, if Dazzle and I flew, let's say, to the United States to visit my relatives in Houston, I'm looking at least $2,000 a piece for our airline ticket. So about $4,000 just on ticket alone. And then I know it's not cheap to like travel in the US. There's no $20 hotels in the United States anymore.
The reason that I am not excited to go to the States is because I'm afraid of flying.
That too. That's another thing. That I've only gotten Dazzle to fly once, like longer distance. Yeah, she doesn't mind the 1 hour flight. Well, she does mind, but even to Cebu, like even Calibo to Cebu, the 1 hour. But she flew one time to 4 hours to Singapore. We flew from Calibo to Singapore.
There is like okay because I was excited.
Yeah,
but coming back home, I was like, Ginno, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah. She was telling me she's never flying again. But I told her she'll get over that. I told her the more you fly, you'll get over that. But even me now, it's like it's been so long that I traveled from Manila to the West Coast. It's like it's been a while, so I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. It's like even I'm not excited about flying that long. It's like even the 4 hours to Singapore, I said that was enough for me.
Because he's got back aches now.
Not really back aches. I don't really have back aches. But sitting down, if I have to sit on a plane for 20 hours, yeah, my back is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not used to like sitting down that long. Gino, I
I
talking about going an online school in the US, they would give me, oh, okay. So I didn't know you can even do that. I didn't know you could do that on. I guess you can because it's online. I didn't think about that.
oh
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If you go to school in person here, your BHA is going to be about $2,000, and so to me, that's like I would come here. That's $1,000 a month. A year that's 9,000. In 4 years, that's $36,000. Man, you're leaving off the table. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, man. And it's fun, man. If you go to school here in the Philippines, it's like you're gonna be treated well, like I was. It's like the teachers, the professors, everybody treated me well. They were like I almost felt like I was a celebrity or something because it was a big deal because like I was the oldest student they've ever had. I don't think they've had a 45-year-old student at STI college. Even now, I don't think they have.
mm-mm.
Yeah, it was good.
And plus, it's interesting because you guys are on military.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing because we were in the military. Like I was always people always were interested in getting to know
I
me.
actually remember my classmates, like the guys,
Mhm.
they're so interested about what you did in military, like your job.
Yeah, yeah, and that was
Uh,
common for me when I was going to school at STI college.
yeah.
People would just come up to me and talk to me and ask me, what I did in the military. It's like even ask me about life in the United States. They were just interested. Like I said, I almost felt like I was an important person. When I was going there, and I wasn't. I wasn't.
I wasn't interested.
Yeah, and I wasn't an important. I just like I just had information that they wanted to know. They're curious about life in the US and then life in the military. Discerning that. So you think it's better to go university while in Iloilo in person? I think so. I think so. Go to, that would be a lot of fun. And, it's like, go to school live. It's like,
Yeah, it's fun.
to me, like, I never went online school, but to me that'd be kind of boring. And
And
at
plus,
least,
it's nice so common, like when you go to school and you're like the age thing,
mhm.
not a big deal anymore.
Yeah, it's and maybe it's like Dazzle was saying that like the age thing. Like I was 45 when went out to school, and it's not a big deal here. It's
Yeah.
like I never felt like I was too old to go to school. I even told Dazzle that even in the U.S. People go to school in their 50s and 60s. It's not nothing. Here in the Philippines, it's not common. Most people by the time they're 40, they're already have a job, have a career. But I tell Desil, it's not a big thing. It's like there's no, I didn't feel like I was out of place, or it never felt like I was out of place. I had fun going to school.
And I think there's more people doing that now, babe,
I think so.
than back in 2012.
Yeah, I think so. There's more there. Even Filipinos,
Yeah,
even older
Filipinos,
Filipinos are going back to school.
Mm-mm.
It's not
In
uncommon.
2012, it's like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. In 2012, when I started school here, everybody was like looking at me. It's like you're a student. They couldn't believe that I was a student. But now it's common
Yeah.
now.
Because you see, like, actors, actresses, going
Oh,
back to
I guess,
school.
yeah. You see actors and actresses doing it now.
Mm-mm.
TextPet, is Calibo Internet Airlines service reliable? Yeah, I mean, I know they have direct flights still to Calibo from China and Korea. So those are the two, and I think Taiwan too. They have a direct flight too. So if you're flying in to like Korea, you might get a direct flight to Calibo. But a lot of people just land in Manila or land in Cebu City, then just fly domestic because from Manila to or Cebu. If you fly domestic here to Calibo, at $40. 2,000 pesos, $40. Easy. You don't even have to book it. You can book it the day of. And you don't have to worry about. That's why a lot of people when they travel here in the Philippines, it's not this. Don't worry about booking your flights early like in the US, because to get better rates.
Yeah.
When I fly domestic here, most of the planes I ride in, they're like half empty.
Di ba, domestic is from Manila to Caticlan now. There's
Yeah.
no Calibo. International only.
Yeah, all domestic is Manila to Caticlan. Yeah.
Mhm.
But there's still one that flies to Calibo because there's a flight that picks up passengers from Calibo. It's not all. They have like one a day or something like that. Yeah.
Not as common
Yeah,
as
not as
before.
common as before. A lot of the domestic flights they go to Caticlan now.
Because I see it's cheaper when Calibo.
Calibo's cheaper.
Caticlan.
Oh yeah, Caticlan is more money.
It's like
Yeah.
4,000 pesos.
Yeah, it's more money. More money to fly to Caticlan. It's cheaper to fly
because
to
maybe
Calibo.
Caticlan is closer to Boracay.
Boracay, yeah. Boracay,
Calibo's like an hour away.
Boracay makes everything expensive in our province. Anything associated with Boracay, you're gonna pay extra. Edgar Aquino, we are retired and will be moving to the Philippines soon. My wife is Ilongga.
Ilongga.
All right, Dazzle knows Ilonggo, man. She can talk the Ilonggo. And we'll be in Ilo soon. Hope to meet. All right. Just let us know.
Alright,
Just
I can practice my Ilonggo.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
I don't use it every day.
Yeah, Dazzle doesn't use Ilonggo here in Aklan, but
Mhm.
you never forget. I know it's like riding a bicycle for you to speak Ilonggo. For sure, Edgar. Let us know when you head out to the Philippines. Have you guys thought about making some local dishes cooking videos? We've done that before. We actually have a few videos. I think 3 or 4 videos that we cook. Dazzle likes to cook, so it's like we could do that again, babe. We could
Okay.
cook like Filipino food and film it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you used to like post local dishes. Gino, hope all is well with you and family. Excited to move to the homeland. Things have gone too far in America and simply do not want to be part. All right, AP. Understand, man. Understand. Hey, we'll be here. AP. You need any help as far as moving to the Philippines? Just
I need my glasses.
there's Dazzle's new glasses.
Yeah,
She
I need my
likes her.
glasses.
You
Makes me
need.
dizzy.
You makes you
without
dizzy.
this one.
Makes you dizzy without it. Robbie, USA, Germany, Australia, and Japan have positioned ships in the region as a show force, and others. I know, Robbie. Right? That's why. That's why I think even here in the Philippines, Filipinos aren't really worried about China. It's like I know I'm not. It's like for me, it's like there's too many countries against China.
I actually never heard about it
What's that?
with the Filipino friends I get.
Yeah, like Dazzle, her Filipino friends here,
And
they family, they don't even really talk about it. It's not. I think it's more big deal to like people in America think worried about
I
Philippines and
think
China.
it's gonna happen. If war's gonna happen, they'll be like, okay.
Yeah, to me, it's like I said, China's kind of like doing that bullying because these are Philippines is a small country, but I mean, why would China instigate a war against the U.S., Australia, Japan, Korea? There's a lot of countries that will be against them. So I don't know if that's a smart move. Maybe you know, I don't think they're gonna benefit from doing that. There have been an influx of U.S. soldiers sent to the Philippines for various reasons. Support is there. Oh yeah, AP. It's like Balikatan has been Balikatan exercises here in the Philippines have been going on for like over 20 years now, and it's expanding. As a matter of fact, my friend sent me an email the other day. Subic Bay, the Americans are building a like a pier, like to park more ships at Subic Bay. So, it's like China's not going to do anything here. It's like I know I'm not worried if it gets to that point. I'm not worried about China. When I went to meet Gino and Dazzle in Calibo, they drove by me 3 times. I know. I remember that, Robbie, because like you were so dark, man. You were so tan.
But I told Ginno, babe, that's gotta be Robbie.
Yeah, I was like, I said, man, that guy looks like a Filipino.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And
that's not
Gino's like,
Robbie.
that looks like a Filipino, babe. It's just a tall Filipino.
Yeah, yeah.
And I told him, no, babe,
No,
that's Robbie.
That's Robbie. Yeah, you remember that. Yeah, you remember
That's a
that.
Boracay tan.
Yeah, that's a Boracay tan. Robbie already been in Boracay, so he already got that tan going on.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. I'm glad you reminded me of that. That was funny, man. All right, it's 11 a.m. here. We passed like the hour and 34 minutes.
We actually have to go to the mall today.
Oh yeah, we're going to the mall. Yeah, we got to
buy
get
Chloe's diapers.
diaper. We're bringing Chloe tomorrow to Boracay, so we have to get her diapers because Chloe's like over 10 now, and she has accidents now. That's
Pee
why
accident.
pee accidents. She's like over 10 years old now, so we got to go to get her.
She'll be happy if she know that she'll.
Yeah, she'll be excited if she knows she's going to Boracay tomorrow. All right, we're gonna end the live stream. Thank you all for joining the live stream. I really appreciate it. Same time again next week. I'll keep doing the live streams Friday, 9:30 a.m. here in the Philippines. So Thursday evening in the United States. Again, thank you everyone. Hey, there's Eileen. She's snuck in. Hey, Eileen. Miss you and Joel, Eileen.
Yeah. Kuya Joel was in the live stream last week, I think.
Oh yeah.
Joel.
All right. Next
Ate
naman,
Eileen.
sige na. All right, thanks. All
Robbie,
right.
love you guys. But
Thanks for it. You're welcome, Jumpy. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Take care, everyone. Take care.